Hi, you're watching Movie Guide. I'm your host, Debbie Barrett-Gill with your Now News. Blake Shelton says he's never felt closer to God. I'm going to tell you why now. Today's video is sponsored by Fellowship Home Loans. Country music artist Blake Shelton, or if you don't follow country music, you know him from The Voice, recently said that he's growing closer to God, which is an awesome thing. In a recent interview, "I believe in God now more than I have ever in my life," he said. "The biggest part of that is just how Gwen came into my life and now our relationship. It's just too weird. If you take God out of it, it doesn't make sense. But if you put God into it, everything that's happened with us makes sense." That's a beautiful thing to say, because it's basically saying that it's God's will and God has control over the situation and has created something beautiful like their relationship. And that's a wonderful thing to credit God for, because a lot of times people can be doing well with their life or feeling prosperous or famous, and they forget to thank God for what they have or what they've been given. When he's mentioning Gwen, he's mentioning Gwen Stefani, who's also a coach on The Voice, which you may not already know. The show is produced by Mark Burnett, who is a strong Christian also. Stefani is often spotted taking her children to church in Los Angeles. Gwen invited Blake to church, and he's been regularly going to the services for the last few years, but maybe he was first going to charm her. But now he has incorporated his faith into his latest album, which includes singles that literally are called "Jesus Got a Tight Grip" and "God's Country." Shelton told the Tennessean he had a revelation when he listened to "God's Country." "It was the most shocking moment I've had in my 20 years of doing this," Shelton said. "I heard that song and I had one of those moments that you hear people talk about, where they say they pulled over on the side of the highway and listen. I literally had that moment." So the lyrics in "God's Country," if you look at them, actually talk about a baptism in a river. It's a wonderful thing. And so he's basically saying that he's having an epiphany moment thinking about the baptism in holy water, it says in the song. That'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. I mean, that's pretty good here, people. So he had an epiphany moment. Pretty awesome to me. And guess what? God's Country was nominated for a Grammy Award last month and is Shelton's most streamed song of all time. To which we would say at Movie Guide, we believe it. Good triumphs over evil, and people want to be inspired and encouraged. But I want you to put this into context. Blake and Gwen are two Christians on a show that reaches an average of 8 million viewers an episode. Another coach, Kelly Clarkson, is a Christian as well. So that's 3 Christians on the show. That means that these people can have a great influence on the 8 million people who are watching the show if they show the love of Christ in their commentary. We're always thankful for Christians in Hollywood, and we need to remember to pray for them, to have great Christian community around them, because they can essentially influence and help bring about the change in the culture. The album Fully Loaded God's Country drops December 13th, and I'm excited to listen to it. I want to take a moment to tell you about Fellowship Home Loans, our sponsors. They're a Christian company that's honest and loyal, and that's what my family's going to use in order to find a home loan. Check them out yourself at fellowshiphomeloans.com. For more entertainment news that follows your values and videos like this, make sure to check back at movieguide.org.